Preferable treatment for my under eye bags. Will filler have any effect until I get surgery? I'm a 20-year-old male suffering from eye bags since I was 14. These bags have affected my life greatly, and I plan to remove them soon so I can finally live my life. Eye bags run in the family, especially my mom's side, but somehow my brothers and sister don't have it significantly as I do. I wonder what would be the suitable option for me. A filler or surgery? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. At the age of 20, you're relating based on in your question that you've had bags under your eyes since the age of 14, and that it does run in your family, and of course you are willing to go ahead with surgery once things in your life are, I assume, more aligned. And you're asking, would fillers be of benefit until then? Well, with the photos you submitted, it is very clear that you have lower eyelid herniated fat, where the fat is pushing forward. And basically it's fat that's normally around the eyes that pushes forward. I can tell you that many of my patients who come to me, even in their 30s or 40s, will say that they've had bags under their eyes since they were teenagers. So recognizing this as a genetic issue is a great step in the right direction. With the photos you submitted, what I also noticed is that it appears that the cheekbone is relatively shallow. In other words, it's a little bit back compared to the relative prominence of the eyes. Sometimes it's referred to as a negative vector. And so, to answer the question about whether a filler will do much for you, I doubt that an investment in a lot of filler will make that much of a difference for you. And there's a couple of reasons for that. When the bulge of fat is relatively elevated, then putting filler in the tear trough, which is like, if you think of the fat as like a mountain and the trough as a valley, you know, when you're trying to fill underneath that trough, if there is no cheekbone that is there to support it, then it's kind of sitting on a ledge, and the bag can look even worse. In some patients, we actually try to augment the cheek by adding a filler so that it even further advances the projection of the cheek to try to balance things out. Now, the nice thing about fillers is they're temporary. So if you find somebody who has a lot of experience with eyes and is able to communicate with you that, for example, I would maybe, if someone said that they wanted to do surgery but they don't have time and they wanted to do something, I would say, well, we could try a small amount to maybe make the fat pockets look less obvious. But we can't eliminate it non-surgically. So the three-dimensional physical exam is something that we are unable to do when you look at just photos. So I would say that do some investigation. Unfortunately, there's a lot of doctors offering injectables. You know, I think since the mid-2000s, with the excitement of all of the plastic surgery reality shows and the new technologies, a lot of doctors have abandoned their original specialty and are offering fillers, or they're doing it as part of what their regular practice in a non-plastic surgery field. And so you kind of have to do some real research and find somebody who is very experienced with working around the eyes and understands the anatomy around the eyes really well and has the experience with situations like yours. So I think the take-home message is, of course, that yes, surgery will be more definitive, that avoid doing any significant amount of filler because I think you'll end up spending a lot of money and not getting a great result. But there may be an option to maybe soften some of the more hollow areas of the cheekbone with a little bit of filler to just to improve your appearance until you're ready to do the more definitive procedure. So I wish you the best of luck. I hope that was helpful, and thank you for your question.